Did you know that Alicia uses gummy bears to keep her voice healthy? Or that she takes a pink bunny with her on tour? Well, we'll tell you about it, but first let's check out how this megastar went from her first writing deal at age 15 to winning 15 Grammys. Ever since her first single Fallin debuted, Alicia Keys has spun out hit after hit, toured with Beyonce, Missy Elliott, Maxwell, and of course, has collaborated with the best in the game, which we'll cover in our lightning round. Hi, I'm Tetris, and we're here to cover our boo Alicia and all her record-breaking achievements and maybe to sing along with her. So get your shower singing voice ready, cause MicDrop is counting down the 107 facts about Alicia Keys. Let's get started. Fact number 1. Alicia Keys, born Alicia Aguilo Cook, is a native New Yorker and was born in Hell's Kitchen, New York on January 25, 1981. Fact number 2. She is biracial and born to an African-American father, Craig Cook, and Italian-American-Scottish mother, Teresa Aguilo. Fact 3. Her mother, Teresa, moved to New York City in the late 1960s to pursue an acting career. So Alicia grew up watching different plays when she was younger and counts that as a major influence on her life. Fact number 4. Her father Craig was a flight attendant and left her mother when she was 2 years old, so Alicia was primarily raised by her mother. Fact number 5. After her father left, Teresa got a job as a paralegal to support their family. During that time, Alicia was just discovering her love of music, and she sang in her kindergarten production of The Wiz. Fact number 6. Showbiz definitely ran in her blood. Her maternal grandfather was a DJ in Detroit and an actor in the 60s, appearing in The Lone Ranger and Green Hornet. Fact number 7. Before showing up on the big screen as an adult, 4-year-old Alicia actually appeared in an episode of The Cosby Show as a friend of Rudy Huxtable and has fond memories of their experience. Fact number 8. Her mom enrolled little Alicia in tons of extracurricular activities, including gymnastics, dance, art, theater, and music. But it wasn't until she was exposed to music by Thelonious Monk, Billie Holiday, and Louis Armstrong that Alicia was hooked. By the time she was 7 years old, she was enrolled in classical piano lessons. Fact number 9. Alicia was so gifted that by age 14, her classical music teacher admitted that he had nothing left to teach her. So young Alicia took it upon herself to study jazz and started writing her first set of songs. Fact number 10. During this time, she was also singing in a 3-girl group called Ambition in a police athletic league center in Harlem, where she met vocal coach Conrad Robinson, brother of her future longtime manager, Jeff Robinson. Fact 11. Early on, Alicia already showed signs of being extremely driven. She enrolled at the Professional Performing Arts School, majoring in choir. She excelled and graduated 2 years early at age 16 and was even the valedictorian. Fact 12. After she graduated, Alicia was offered a scholarship at Columbia University and also signed with Columbia Records at the same time. And I'm sure the country of Columbia loves her too. Fact 13. Alicia attempted to manage both school and her new recording contract, but after a difficult 4 weeks of juggling both, she decided to focus on her music career, and it ultimately worked out. Fact 14. When Alicia was trying to choose her stage name, she initially settled on Alicia Wild, but decided on Alicia Keys after a dream her manager had about him having to unlock a briefcase. She said Keys fit her perfectly because she played the piano and that she wanted to unlock doors in both her career and for other people through her music. Fact 15. In 1997, Alicia appeared on the soundtrack for Men in Black with the song Da-Dee-Da Sexy Thing. This was Alicia's first professional recording, but it was never released as a single. Around this time, her relationship with Columbia Records started to go south. Fact 16. Alicia grew more unhappy at Columbia and eventually found a way to leave her contract. She got in touch with Clive Davis, who would ultimately bring her over to Arista Records. Fact 17. After more label drama, Clive Davis had to leave Arista, leaving Alicia's record on hold again. He launched J Records in 2000 and brought Alicia with him, vowing to make her the record of her vision. Fact 18. Determined to make the music she wanted, Alicia holed herself up in a basement studio in her Queens home with her collaborator, Carey Brothers, who was later rumored to be her longtime boyfriend. Fact 19. Alicia wrote new music but also reworked many songs she had written earlier in her career, including the track Butterflies, which she had written at only 14 years old. Fact 20. Finally, after nearly 4 years of writing, recording, and label disputes, Alicia's debut album, Songs in A Minor, was released on J Records in June 2001. Fact 21. Songs in A Minor debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and top R&B hip-hop albums chart and made the 20-year-old artist an instant sensation. Fact 22. Her first single, Fallin, was released in April 2001 and spent 6 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Fact 23. The album spawned 4 hit singles, including Fallin, A Woman's Worth, How Come You Don't Call Me, and Girlfriend. Alicia quickly fell into a dizzying world of touring, award shows, late night appearances, and everything that comes with music's newest it girl. Fact 24. Alicia's first national televised appearance was on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2001, which introduced her to millions of viewers around the country and grew her fan base. Clive Davis personally wrote Oprah a letter to get her on the show, and it worked. But her music was what won the crowd over. Fact 25. Alicia got permission to cover Prince's song How Come You Don't Call Me on her debut album, which was pretty impressive for a new artist, but it wasn't easy. She said that she was put on hold 10 times before she actually spoke to the Purple One. It bruised her confidence as a young artist, but Prince eventually agreed, and it led to a long and supportive professional relationship. Fact 26. She got the idea for the Fallin music video after reading the story of Sandra Rucker, a woman sentenced to 390 years in prison after being set up by her boyfriend. Alicia wanted to play the convict herself in the video, but her label executives thought it'd be risky to have the new artist introduced in the world behind bars. Good point. Fact 27. Fresh off the success of Songs in A Minor, Alicia was invited to open up for singer Maxwell on his nationwide tour, spanning from August to October of 2001. Fact 28. Alicia got 6 Grammy nominations in 2002 for her debut album, including Best New Artist, Song of the Year, Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, Best R&B Song, Best R&B Album, and Record of the Year. Fact 29. She won 5 out of her 6 Grammy nominations, losing Record of the Year to U2. Alicia became only the second female solo artist to complete this achievement, the first being Lauryn Hill, who won 5 Grammys in one night for The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That's some very talented company. Fact 30. Alicia did not take any breaks. In December 2003, she released her second album, The Diary of Alicia Keys, which repeated the success of her first album and debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. The album sold over 600,000 copies in its first week. Fact 31. The album's first single, You Don't Know My Name, was produced and co-written by up-and-coming producer Kanye West, and Alicia loved his enthusiasm. She told VH1, he was this really excited guy. He had this song out called Through the Wire. He's always been a super passionate guy. Fact 32. Speaking of the 2005 Grammys, The Diary of Alicia Keys was nominated for 8 awards that night and went home with 4, including wins for Best R&B Album and for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance for If I Ain't Got You. At this point, she was unstoppable. Fact 33. On the eve of releasing The Diary of Alicia Keys, she quietly began to pursue her passion project as an AIDS activist. After witnessing the AIDS epidemic firsthand while on a tour stop in South Africa, she vowed to use her celebrity for a good cause and co-founded Keep a Child Alive in 2003 as soon as she returned home. Fact 34. After the release of her second album, Alicia joined Beyonce and Missy Elliott on the Verizon First Ladies Tour, co-headlining 26 cities throughout the summer. The ladies wanted to support each other without any competition, and Beyonce said, all 3 of us wanted to do a tour with other female artists. Being R&B artists, we don't have a tour for females, and it's just kind of crazy that this is the first time it's happening. Fact 35. Ever the workaholic. As soon as she was done with the Verizon tour, Alicia released her first book, Tears for Water, Songbook of Poems and Lyrics. Fact 36. After citing him as one of her greatest inspirations throughout her career, Alicia was given the honor of inducting Prince in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fact 37. In July 2005, Alicia taped her MTV Unplugged session at the Brooklyn Academy of Music, releasing it in October. The Unplugged album went straight to number 1, becoming the highest debut of an MTV Unplugged album since Nirvana's legendary Unplugged record from 1994. Used to breaking records by now, Alicia's Unplugged album was the first by a female artist to enter the charts at number 1. Fact 38. 2006 was a turning point year for Alicia, as she nearly suffered a mental breakdown after the death of her grandmother and the growing pressures of her fast rise to stardom. Determined to get away, she chose Egypt as her escape. The 3-week trip was the longest break she'd taken since the release of her first album. Fact 39. Alicia spent most of the year out of the public eye, but received lots of press when she was mentioned in Bob Dylan's newest song, Thunder on the Mountain when he sang, "I'm wondering where in the world Alicia Keys could be. I've been looking for her even clear through Tennessee." Her friend John Mayer texted her that Bob Dylan had written a song about her, and Alicia said of the song, "It's a mind blower and an honor." And then another part of me is wondering, what was he thinking? Fact 40. Seems like Bob Dylan was a fan of Alicia's, telling Rolling Stone magazine, "I remember seeing her on the Grammys. I think I was on the show with her. I didn't meet her or anything, but I said to myself, there's nothing about this girl I don't like." Fact 41. Alicia was notoriously tight-lipped about her love life, but rumors continue that she was dating her longtime collaborator and business partner Carrie Brothers, and they were planning to get married in 2008. Fact 42. After her break in 2006, Alicia came back stronger than ever in 2007 with her album As I Am, which sold over 700,000 in its first week and debuted at #1 yet again. She tied with Britney Spears for the most consecutive #1 debuts by a female artist. Fact 43. Her first single, No One, became #1 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs charts, and its follow-up, Like You'll Never See Me Again, was #2. Breaking more records, Alicia became the first artist to hold the top 2 positions during the same week without help from a featured artist. Fact 44. After the success of No One, she performed the song with her friend John Mayer at the 2008 Grammy Awards, where it won for Best R&B Song and Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. Fact 45. While Alicia continued slaying the music charts, she finally revisited her childhood love of acting and had her first starring role in Smokin' Aces. She took the part after the director, Joe Carnahan, personally went to a show of hers in California and met her backstage. He convinced her that she shouldn't do a romantic comedy as her first role, and she should shake things up a bit. So she did, and took the role of Georgia Sykes, a lesbian assassin. Fact 46. In 2006, UPN announced that they had signed a development deal with Alicia to develop a show about her childhood, in the same way Chris Rock did with Everybody Hates Chris. The show is being written by Felicia Henderson, the woman behind Moesha and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but unfortunately, it never came to light. Fact 47. After Smokin' Aces, Alicia lighted up her next role in the 2007 film The Nanny Diaries, playing Scarlett Johansson's bohemian best friend Lynette. Fact 48. In 2008, her role in The Secret Life of Bees earned Alicia a nomination for Best Supporting Actress at the NAACP Image Awards. Look like her acting is as flawless as her music. Time for the lightning round. Alicia has said in the past that she loves making music with other artists and plans to team up with many more. So let's check out some of the artists she's collaborated with so far. Fact number 49. Her first collab was with Jermaine Dupri when she was only 15 years old. Alicia had signed a writing contract with So So Def Records and recorded Little Drummer Girl for JD's 12 Soulful Nights of Christmas compilation in 1996. Fact number 50. In 2002, Alicia wrote and co-produced the track Impossible for Christina Aguilera's second album. Oh my god, I love that. The two had wanted to record together for a while, and they hung out and partied before writing the track to get the vibes right. Ugh, sounds like a good process to me. Fact number 51. In early 2004, Alicia collaborated with Usher on My Boo for his 4th studio album, Confessions. The song stayed on the Billboard Hot 100 for 6 weeks and earned them a 2005 Grammy nomination for the Best R&B Performance by duo or group with vocals. It was also performed by Tetris at a high school talent show. Fact number 52. In 2008, she teamed up with Jack White to write and record Another Way to Die, the theme song to Quantum of Solace, after Amy Winehouse and Mark Ronson's original collaboration fell through. Their theme marked the first ever duet recorded for a James Bond film. Fact number 53. Her most successful collaboration was in 2009 when Alicia sang the hook on Jay-Z's Empire State of Mind. It won 2 Grammy Awards for Best Rap Song and Best Rap Song Collaboration. It peaked on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks and became Jay-Z's first #1 single. Fact number 54. After hearing up-and-coming artist Gary Clark Jr. play guitar along to George Harrison's While My Guitar Gently Weeps at her charity event, Alicia Keys asked Gary to play on her song, Fire We Make, for the album. He immediately agreed and said it was one of the best studio experiences he ever had. Fact number 55. A pro in film soundtracks, Alicia teamed up with Kendrick Lamar to record It's On Again for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. Fact number 56. Put It in a Love Song was a duet by Alicia and Beyonce, meant to be released as the 4th single from The Element of Freedom. The release was ultimately canceled, and the song was only performed live a handful of times on her Freedom Tour that year. Fact number 57. Alicia tried her hand at Latin music and collaborated with Alejandro Sanz on his single Looking for Paradise. The song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Latin Songs chart, and the success marked the first time a black woman not of Latino origin reached #1 on the Hot Latin tracks. Fact number 58. In case you didn't believe that Alicia has worked with everyone in the business, she revealed that she dropped into the studio while Diplo was recording with Madonna for her Rebel Heart album. They asked her to add some piano to her single Living for Love, and she told them they can keep it or take it off. Well, they kept it, of course. That's the end of the lightning round. Which collabs were your favorite? Well, comment below and let us know. And now, back to the facts. Fact 59. In 2008, rumors started swirling of a new relationship with producer Swiss Beats after Alicia threw him a surprise birthday party at the Guggenheim Museum when he was separated from his wife, Mashonda. Fact 60. They might have been new to the public, but Alicia confessed that her and Swiss had been friends since they were teenagers. She said they used to say they would work together in the future, but they definitely did not have an instant connection and that their relationship was a very slow burn. Ouch. Fact 61. Alicia received her first public backlash after anti-smoking advocates criticized her tour posters in Indonesia for unknowingly featuring a logo from a cigarette brand. They accused her of promoting smoking amongst young fans, and she quickly issued a corrective action, saying, "I am an unyielding advocate for the well-being and health of children around the world and do not condone or endorse smoking." Fact 62. Although they were very private, the rumors with Swiss Beats kept heating up, especially after he rapped on a remix of Drake's Best I Ever Had. In his verse, Swiss says, "She gave me a party at the Guggenheim. What next? The ring? The baby? She really loves me." Fact 63. In 2009, Alicia worked with Swiss Beats to produce and write a single, $1 Million Bill, for Whitney Houston's album, I Look to You. Swiss confessed that he was already working on music with Alicia when they were approached for this song, and spoke about how the lyrics were about the feelings that new love can bring, and we're loving their new love. Fact 64. It turns out that Whitney Houston was a huge fan of Alicia's after she heard her play at one of Clive Davis's parties. She loved her song No One and said it was the only song on the radio that inspired her. Whitney personally walked up to Alicia at a party and asked her to produce a song for her, and the rest is history. Fact 65. After singing on Jay-Z's track Empire State of Mind, the duo performed during the Game 2 of the 2009 World Series in support of the New York Yankees. It was there that Swiss and Alicia made one of their first public appearances together, when he came out to support her in the crowd. Fact 66. In that same year, Alicia was awarded the ASCAP Golden Note Award. She really was a girl on fire. Fact 67. At the end of 2009, Alicia released her fourth studio album, The Element of Freedom. The album debuted at #2, selling over 400,000 copies in its first week. Fact 68. The Almost single, Put It in a Love Song, was produced by Swiss Beats, and the music video was filmed in 2010 in Brazil. The locations included a slum near Rio de Janeiro, the same place Michael Jackson shot for the video They Don't Really Care About Us. Fact 69. After being spotted wearing some loose-fitting clothes during her tour, reps confirmed in May 2010 that Swiss and Alicia were engaged and inspecting a baby together. Fact 70. Just 2 months after announcing their engagement, Swiss and Alicia got married on the tiny island of Corsica on July 31st, 2010. Fact 71. Their wedding was naturally a star-studded affair. Guests included Queen Latifah and U2's Bono, and was officiated by Deepak Chopra, making the vibes and energy perfectly perfect. Fact 72. In October 2010, Alicia gave birth to her son, Egypt. Swiss encouraged her to pick a name that was special to her, and Alicia said he's named after her trip to Egypt that changed her life, especially at a time in her career when she felt lost. Fact 73. In this same year, Swiss shared in an interview that his and Alicia's passions for AIDS awareness led them to adopt an entire village in Soweto, South Africa. They would help to build a school and train the people to support their own community. Fact 74. Being a jack of all trades, Alicia made her directorial debut in 2011 and directed one of 5 short films which were part of Lifetime's campaign, Project 5. The project followed the lives of 5 breast cancer survivors and included shorts directed by Jennifer Aniston and Demi Moore. Fact 75. In November 2012, Alicia released her 5th studio album, Girl on Fire, which debuted at #1. The single Girl on Fire had 3 versions: the original, the Inferno remix with Nicki Minaj, and the blue light version that only used bass and Alicia's bare vocals. Fact 76. Alicia performed Girl on Fire for the first time at the 2012 MTV Video Music Awards, along with Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj rapped the lines, "And I got a Maggie 'cause I win the gold like Gabby," Olympic gold medal gymnast Gabby Douglas literally flipped onto the stage. Pretty cool. Fact 77. Alicia stepped into the apparel world in 2012 and joined forces with Reebok to launch a pretty sweet sneaker collection. The shoes had designs of two things that were the closest to Alicia's heart: piano keys and the New York City skyline. Fact 78. Speaking of the NYC skyline, Alicia had the honor of literally lighting up the Empire State Building after they implemented new LED lights. She played her song Girl on Fire and Empire State of Mind Part 2 while the lights synced up with her music. Fact 79. After her collab with Reebok, Alicia was named the Global Creative Director of BlackBerry, further proving she can pretty much do anything she puts her mind to. Fact number 80. She even served as executive producer of the 2013 film The Inevitable Defeat of Mr. and Pete, which starred two American Idol alums Jennifer Hudson and Jordan Sparks. Alicia also composed all of the music on the NYC-based film. Fact 81. In the summer of 2013, her tourmate and close friend Maxwell announced that he would be making a duet album with Alicia. Though fans were excited, he later announced that the album had been pushed back so Alicia could finish recording her sixth studio album, which was kind of a thing good friends do. Fact 82. After her life-changing Egypt trip, Alicia said that traveling alone is something that every woman should try once in her life, and that now she wants to experience the same in India. Fact 83. On their fourth wedding anniversary in July 2014, Alicia and Swiss announced that she was expecting their second child with an adorable belly photo on Instagram. Fact 84. You can add children's book author to the list of Alicia's accomplishments. She released the first series of her book, Blue Moon, from the journals of Mama May and Lily, which was inspired by the close relationship she had with her grandmother. Even cooler is that Alicia didn't just write the story, she also illustrated the first installment of the series. Fact 85. Alicia said if she were to write up her guest list for her ideal dinner party, she would invite Bono, Sheryl Sandberg, Michelle Obama, Tina Fey, and Chris Rock. Fact 86. In December of 2014, Alicia announced the birth of her second song, Genesis, Ollie Dean, on her Instagram with an adorable photo of his footprints. Fact 87. Alicia returned to television when she appeared as the pop star Sky Summers on Fox hit show Empire. She was a huge fan of the show and shocked viewers when she shared a kiss with Jamal Lyon, a character who was openly gay. Fact 88. In 2005, Alicia appeared alongside Elmo on Sesame Street to sing Dancin', a spoof of her biggest single, Fallin. She returned for another segment called Healthy Moment, telling kids about the importance of dancing for a healthy body. Seriously, love her. Fact 89. Alicia has her own company, AK Worldwide, which is in charge of handling her non-musical and philanthropic endeavors. One of her first projects with AKW was a partnership with the jewelry brand Barber's Daughters. Alicia met the designer Giselle after her bandmates were buying the jewelry backstage during her tour. Fact 90. Swizz Beatz confessed that he was actually 30 minutes late to his first date with Alicia. In an effort to impress her, he saw a painting that reminded him of her and tied it to her truck as a surprise, which she found out after the date was over. It worked because Alicia forgave him, and obviously, their story ended well. Fact 91. Alicia has run 2 marathons. In 2015, she ran the New York City Marathon to raise money for the charity she co-founded, Keep a Child Alive. And in 2007, she ran a marathon to get in shape for her first film, Smokin' Aces. Fact 92. In 2003, her single Fallin became one of the first songs to be banned from American Idol because the judges complained that they had heard it a million times. Simon Cowell's words, not mine. I could hear it a million more times. Fact 93. The one thing Alicia always brings with her on the road is a cute pink bunny. She says that it reminds her that everything doesn't have to be so serious. Fact 94. Along with playing the piano, of course, Alicia can play 3 other instruments, including guitar, bass, and the cello. Fact 95. In 2016, Alicia pledged a #NoMakeup movement to stop covering up her face, or anything about her. So far, she has gone barefaced to Saturday Night Live, her performance at the UEF Champions League game, her spread for Fault magazine, the cover of her single In Common, and the 2016 BET Awards. Alicia said, "It's the strongest, most empowered, most free, and most honestly beautiful that I have ever felt." Fact 96. During the 2012 Olympics, Alicia posted a Facebook message in support of swimmer Leah Neal, a 17-year-old from Brooklyn who qualified for the American team. Alicia also wrote that she always wanted to be an Olympic swimmer. Not surprised if she makes that happen too. Fact 97. Alicia doesn't always use traditional ways to keep her voice healthy. Her secret weapon? Gummy bears. Yep, Her vocal coach confessed to her that melting a handful of gummy bears in hot water would clear your throat up. Fact 98. When she was younger, Alicia would often wear baggy clothes, long braids, and a tomboy style as a way to ward off unwanted attention in the streets of New York. Fact 99. NBC's The Voice announced that Alicia Keys and Miley Cyrus would become judges for their 11th season, replacing Christina Aguilera and Pharrell Williams. This will mark the first time that the show has 2 female coaches on the board. And hey, it's about time. Fact 100. When she was pregnant with her son Egypt, Alicia had some really interesting cravings. Her first was a root beer float, which isn't so strange, but then she craved roasted fruit, like roasted cherries and grilled bananas. Fact 101. Early this year, Alicia joined other influential hip-hop artists like Busta Rhymes, Common, J. Cole, Wale, Ludacris, Nicki Minaj, and Chance the Rapper at the White House to support President Obama's My Brother's Keeper initiative, dedicated to helping young men of color. Fact 102. One of Alicia's favorite Grammy memories is with her friend John Mayer. In 2005, he beat her for Song of the Year with Daughter, but he felt she deserved the award for If I Ain't Got You. So he actually ripped apart the award and gave Alicia the top part, and he kept the part with his name. Alicia says that she considers that year a win for her. Fact 103. Beyonce and Alicia have been good friends since they were teens in the business and have remained close. Alicia admitted that her son Egypt has a little crush on Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter Blue Ivy, and Jay joked that he wasn't too happy about it. Why not? They'd be the youngest power couple in Hollywood. Fact 104. Alicia has suffered from acne most of her life and tried to cover it up with makeup throughout the years. But in 2005, Alicia decided to take matters into her own hands and signed up to be a spokesperson for proactive acne medication earlier in her career. Fact 105. Alicia loves to help others in need and is involved with quite a few charities, including UNICEF, Live Aid, and the Global Poverty Project. She also used her music to help in fundraising, performing at an event to help victims of Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, and the earthquake in Haiti. Fact 106. Alicia has released 2 songs with Swiss Beats, the 2009 song Things You Do and the 2011 song International Party. Fact number 107. It sounds like Alicia and Swiss have a future musician on their hands. Her son Egypt is already playing piano and has even produced his first track for Kendrick Lamar's newest album. Swiss shared videos of Egypt coming up with the melodies and actually playing them in the studio. He's only 5 years old. What am I doing with my life? Once again, I'm Tetris, and you just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about Alicia Keys. Did you guys enjoy these facts? Well, make sure you subscribe because we're bringing you more facts about your favorite musicians every week. So let us know which artists we should find facts about next, and I'll see you next time.